Hello everybody, we're going to talk about how to create a scatter plot. Okay, a scatter plot is going to be a little bit different than a line graph because if you see right here, there are several repeated y values, several repeated x values. So if it's not just one continuous x and corresponding y set, then we can use a scatter plot. All right, so we'll go ahead and delete this guy. Basically, before I delete it, what we're going to talk about is an imaginary test of trying to determine how do hours of sleep affect test scores. We've got boys in the blue, girls in the red, and let's get to it. All right, so here is my imaginary data. I have a nice table title. Table 1, the effect of hours of sleep on test score. We always want to have a descriptive title. We want to have our independent value, x, which is hours of sleep, and our dependent value, y, which is going to be test score. I have my hours of sleep here, and you see we have several repeated values, and that's just fine. I have my boys' values here and my girls' test scores here. So let's go ahead and get to it. To start, we go up here onto Insert, and we go to Insert Chart. And right here we have no data, and that's just fine. The first thing we want to do is select the type of chart we want. We can do a line chart or a bar graph or a pie chart, but what we want is a simple scatter plot. Okay, now, first of all, we want to select our x-axis, okay? The x-axis is going to be in this first row here, so all we have to do is select, and I can either type it in, I can type in B5 down to B24, or I can just simply go in and highlight. And if I highlight it, it works just fine, okay? Now, when we use Google Sheets, and we're working to create charts, or graphs here, a series is essentially our y-axis. Okay, so for our y-axis, all we have to do is go in, and if we click this these little boxes over here, we can go over, and again, we can highlight the data we want. Okay, our y-axis is going to be the test scores, and we're going to put boys in first, and so we just go over and highlight it, and we select OK, and now we're starting to see some stuff, and that's great. We can go in and play with all this a little bit later, so don't worry about that yet. Now, we could just stop right here if we wanted to just graph the boys' data for hours of sleep versus the test score there. But we don't. We want to include the girls too. So I can go in and add another series, and we go in, we click our little square, and we select the data we want, okay? Now, we want to select the whole range here from all the way at the top all the way down to the bottom, and look at there, we have the girls' data, okay? Easy peasy. Now, you can mess with some of these, these little selectors down here, but we really don't have to. All right, now, to label everything and to make it nice and pretty, we're going to go over to Customize. We click Customize, and we're going to start really making this a nice chart, okay? Chart title. We want a nice descriptive chart title. We want to be able to read that chart title and know exactly what's going on just by the title without even looking at it, okay? That's a general way that you can know that you got a good title. But once again, we're up here at Customize. I just simply copied the title of my table, but we're going to go in, Chart and Axis Titles. Our title, all we got to do is paste it over. It can be the exact same as your table, except for you don't want to call it a table. You want to call it a graph. Okay, graph, chart, same kind of stuff. Okay, so we do that. We have a nice title. Awesome. Now we need X and we need Y. So I'm going to select right up here. I'm going to select the horizontal axis. That's the X-axis. And then the vertical axis, that's the y-axis. Simply, the title for my horizontal x-axis is just going to be hours slept. Okay, make sure we're capitalizing this stuff. Shows up down there. Then I go and select my vertical axis. my vertical axis. Oh, look at there, it's smart. It's going to predict. It's going to be my test scores. And look at there, we have test scores labeled. We have hours slept labeled. And what about these two little dots? These two little dots are going to be our legend for our two different series, you know, the males and the females, the boys and the girls. And so I can work down here on legend, and you can put it up there if you want. I think it's kind of ugly. I would put it over on the right. And then I just click on it. I can label. I click, and with the blue one, that's the boys' test scores. Easy peasy. And I click on the red, and that is the girls. And honestly, I am completely done for a basic chart. Now, I can make it a little nicer if I want. You know, I can go down here and work with my grid lines. You know, grid lines, I could, you know, take them out if you think that looks cleaner, or you could add some more if you prefer that. You know, I can change my grid line color, all kinds of stuff here. Okay, so horizontal axis, vertical axis, all kinds of ways to customize my my chart here. Now, one thing I like to do is I like to put in a trend line. Okay, and then if we just kind of explore around here, currently I'm on series. Once again, series is going to be how you manipulate your Y values. And I like to put in a trend line. So if you put in a trend line, it's going to show your slopes, okay? What it does is it calculates basically what's going on with these data points. How does hours slept affect test score? How does X affect Y? How does independent variable affect the dependent variable? And what you see here is there is a positive slope. And that positive slope means that as hours slept is increasing, test score is also increasing. Now, if you see the blue line, it has a stronger slope, okay? So that means that for the boys, the hours slept really influences test scores. Girls, not so much, okay? So what we've done is created our simple scatter chart. Now, we're definitely going to want to save it, okay? So we can download it. If we download it, then we can make it a PDF, or we can make it an image. Really, it's super easy just to make it an image. It is saved down here on my computer, and then I can insert it into anything I want. I can insert it into a lab report. I can insert it into a web page or whatever I need to. So if I go here to lab report, this is just what we started with a minute ago, my imaginary lab report. I'm going to just go insert, image, upload from computer, and easy peasy, I have my graph right there. Open, insert, and what I've done is I've created an image, I've inserted it, I can do whatever I need to with my new chart. Or I can insert a chart from Sheets, okay? I created it in Sheets, and if I insert from Sheets right there, I select it, import, and if you notice, I've clicked link to spreadsheet. That's pretty important because I can import it, and what I have is a usable graph. I can click on it and, maybe it's this one. I can click on it, and you see the little link right here. I can link to my options. I can link to my source, and if I need to edit it, whenever I need to work with that graph, or whenever I need to change anything, I can edit it right there. So two options: inserting as a usable link through Sheets, or inserting just as a simple image. All right, hope that was helpful.